All right, we are sitting here with Mr. Jamar Garnisa, aka Jamar Jamartian. How are you doing today?
I'm alright. How y'all doing today?
Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Glad to have you in the building.
Can I smoke this in here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Sweet, sweet,
You
sweet.
know.
Alright, let's get into it.
Okay. So when did you start doing music?
Uh, I started doing music when I was like 13, 12. I was with my cousin Marquis. Shout out Lil Pac. Cause he loved Tupac. We called him Lil Pac. Only nigga in Jersey probably outside of goddamn outsiders and all of them boys. Um, but Outlaws and all them. Shout out them from Irvington, all that. Gaddafi and all them. But it was because of him that had me to the point that we was taking tape decks because my aunt was a evangelist, but she is an evangelist, and she had a bunch of gospel tapes. We used to take Shirley Caesar, Mississippi Mass Choir, whoever we could get a hold of, and we'll dub over it. We'll take this tissue and put at the top. The old school people already know what time we was on.
Oh yeah.
And we had a Kobe radio. We would re-record over it, and we was taking beats from whatever we get a hold of. It wasn't until later on down the line that I went downtown Newark and found out they was creating instrumental CDs, and I grabbed up some of them and started going in from there.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So what made you start doing music?
It was the feeling that I got from when I did do the tapes. We brought them to school and shit, and I passed them out. I made like 10 to 20 of them. And I never forget, man, Brittany Eason, she came the next couple of days and she was like, yo, that sounded good. Like, I didn't even know you did music and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, appreciate it. It was just the hype that I got from it. And I was literally nowhere. But I love music. I grew up off of music. So it wasn't like it was a bad thing. But yeah, for the most part, I can't even lie. That's how it started. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I stayed doing it. I love doing it. It's all because of that. All because of when I was a kid and I started doing it and the reaction that I got from it.
It was that rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That adrenaline rush. That's exactly what it was.
Most definitely. So how many albums do you currently have?
Ooh, according to Google and Wikipedia and stuff like that, I believe it's only like 16 down. So, but if you know, you know. Before I actually went global or got into the industry, period, I had prior albums. So right now, the number I will round it because I'm really kind of like just spitballing right now. I would say about like 35, 33, something in that manner. And that's not even including the people I recorded day projects for and they albums for. So.
Do you mind giving us a little rundown
of the albums?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Sheesh.
Just throw a few of them out there.
From everything from the ones that y'all would not have on list will be Space Jam, The Spaceman. I think that was like literally self-titled at that. Zafara.
Say it's too many names.
Yeah, I'm just saying because like literally, I literally had like about maybe 15 albums before I even started doing what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was it.
Okay. So what inspired you to create From Birth to Death?
For Birth to Death was more or less like for kids when we was in school. We all came from dysfunctional households. We just didn't want to go home, so we just went ahead and used to go to this place in Hillside, New Jersey called the PAL. It was a park. And we'll all meet up there after school. And one day, one of the kids was like, "What we gonna name the group?" And I was like, "Shit, we doing this forever." And it was like For Birth to Death. And it was like from that was that point. But it didn't till later on come out because I didn't have a label that I was like, "Yo, you know what? Let me use this as the label name also." And that's when I decided to do that. And that's where For Birth to Death all came from. It originally wasn't even nothing about music or nothing. It was just kids that wanted to get away from their fucked up homes.
So you turned your pain into a passion.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
That was pretty much precisely well put, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so did you ever think that From Birth to Death would have been a label?
No, I didn't even think that we'll be doing all of this. Like, I didn't even think it would have been any bigger than me, personally, myself. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't think it was going no further than me. For me to have artists under my label, because I was the first artist under my label. And of course, you know, it takes a motherfucker to do something for the next person to want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I knew that I had to intensify this shit to the point that people want to be drawn in to get with the label. Like, yo, I want to fuck with you. You know what I mean? Type shit. So, at the end of the day, that's I have to be like, that's pretty much, you know, the alternatum of it all and stuff like that. But yeah.
Right. Okay. So overall, you have accomplished so many things. How does it feel to make it into Wikipedia?
Mm. That was one of the best accomplishments really that just came across me. I got a diamond award a couple of years ago for hitting like maybe one, I think it was like a billion or some shit like that, 10 billion. I'm not sure how many it was, but I did catch one diamond, got like 5 platinums. The rest of my shit is gold. But for them to acknowledge me as a hip hop legend and artist in hip hop, that was oh man, I wish my mama was here. Cause when I seen that the other day and shit, it just touched my soul. So yeah, I'll say that's a great accomplishment on my behalf. I got like plenty more to come, of course, Lord's will. But yeah, that meant a lot to me. That meant a lot to me. It definitely meant a lot to me.
So what's next for Mr. Jamar Garnisa?
Well, I mean, we can't really say at this point because I mean I'm in the midst of dropping projects after project. The way that the saturation of the industry is, they not asking for whole foods no more, whole meals. It's more like a microwave thing. You're only hot for like 5 seconds, 2 minutes, type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not consistently putting out hits, your album is good as probably a month or two on a death date. You know, your lifespan of your album nowadays is only like a month, 2 months maybe, and just probably by the end of that they tired of hearing it. So they looking for the next thing. What else do you got? And that's why I stay consistently into doing music, and I'm always on top of my game. Every day I'm in album mode. I don't have a relaxation break or off season. How these boys do and stuff like that. I don't overwork myself either. The reason why I say that is because sometimes I might work on nothing but music. Then I might take a month and work on nothing but animation. Then I might take another month and work on nothing but beats. So I'm not forcing myself to still continuously. It comes naturally. And then you want to give yourself time to live, to have more stuff to talk about, stuff like that, etc., etc. You want more experience. That's what brings your songs to life. Experience. Experience is the main thing that you want to bring to the table, because it's people that haven't experienced a lot of stuff in life. And for you to experience it, put it in a song and manifest it for somebody else feeling, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. And I hear songs where it make me cry, or I'm feeling down, and I hear a song and bring me up. Or you hear a song and you're like, damn, I'm going through that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, but that's what music is for, I think. I think it's therapeutic. I think it's supposed to be a comfort. Not so much a competition with people. Of course, in the industry and this thing we in, it's competitive. It's a competitive sport. So it's either you got it or you don't. But you can always work hard for it. I rap the way I rap now because I've been rapping for years. I've been, I sing because I've been singing for years. I make beats the way I do because I've been doing it for years. And I tell everybody it takes maybe 1,000 hours to be a professional or expert. If you're not putting in that 1,000 hours, them late nights, them early mornings, them lonely days. You feel like you want top one day, the next day you feel like, damn, this ain't never gonna work. If you're not going through that notion, then you're not gonna be the best. You gotta enhance yourself. And I tell everybody out there, if you got it in you, you got the drive, you got the vision, put it to action.
Most definitely, most definitely. So Jamar Jamarson is gonna live forever.
Yeah, I mean, that is the thing that I bless my artists with. And it sounds crazy, I know it does. But y'all have to understand, once we release our music through the internet and it's out in the cloud, it's there forever. Now, if your label choose to shut it down, take it down, or not pay for, or whatever position y'all doing as far as website-wise and stuff, because I'll get into that distribution shit later. I'm not going to do that today. But I will say, however y'all doing y'all business and stuff like that, whether you're using DistroKid, United Masters, CD Baby, etc., etc., I recommend that you have somebody that could pass it down, because anything can happen to anybody. And I seen a lot of guys had labels and them shits was about to jump, and the main guy died, and so nobody had their music, nobody had access to their music, nobody had access to